Did I miss a pep talk?
Nope, you're good.
Nope, we're good. Hey, everybody,
remember
welcome
what
to
to
another
say.
night of Roll for Effort. And we're joined here with a couple of guests, Dave and Gary. Thank you very much for joining us. And
Thank you for having me.
I hope everybody enjoys
Thanks.
the one shot that Alex has prepared, the Icy Tomb. And we're on.
All right, awesome. Well, welcome everybody to the Icy Tomb. And tonight we have Dave, Jason, and Gary with us. And without further ado, we're just going to kick this thing off. So, as I'll explain to you guys, you all have been adventuring for a while as a group. And so you guys may have known each other for a little while, maybe a few weeks. Maybe you all started to travel together out of convenience or maybe for protection, but in any event, all of you have started to kind of adventure together, and you've had some success in kind of the frozen north of this land. Maybe it's Alfheim, I'm not sure, but in the frozen north where the barbarians are said to roam, you guys have had some luck and have come away with some sweet gear as a consequence, which is reflected with your characters. That being said, as the north has started to grow much colder, you have decided to start your journey maybe south towards slightly warmer climes. But unfortunately, as you're passing through a village, you are not necessarily accosted, but you are kind of grabbed by kind of an older man in the village, maybe a village elder. And he says, has this sort of conversation where it's like, I see that you're adventurers, but could you please help an old man? My son, he's taken a family heirloom. It's just a kind of an ornamental sword, and he's gone up into an area where no one goes. Frankly, it's a cursed area. It's I don't know. No one goes there. It's said to be a doomed, wretched place, but He thinks maybe he can find his fortune that way, and he's gone missing, and I haven't heard from him in days, and I fear the worst. Is it the case that all of you, being mighty adventurers, would please go and check on him? It's this area in the dark woods that no one travels to, and I went there once as a kid on a dare, but would you please help an old man? And after that sort of conversation, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to go ahead and railroad you. Otherwise, we wouldn't have much to do tonight. You guys have all agreed, perhaps because you are adventurers, perhaps because you are seeking your fortune. You guys have all agreed to help this old man, and so it is the case that following the directions he has given you, you all find yourselves on the road, headed in the direction that this old member of the village here in the north has suggested.
An ornamental sword, all right.
And if I can just grab one more token, we will get kicked off here.
Question for Gary. Is Skoon human?
Scown is a hill folk.
Hill folk, okay.
So he's a big burly dude.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to let you guys kind of do a kind of a round of introduction here. So it is the case that you guys find yourselves kind of traveling here along this road in the direction that this old man has suggested. And so as I see in the turn order tonight, it's going to be Jason with Grim, followed by Dave with Gythus. It's going to be Gary with Scown, and then David with Budlow. So let's just get us kicked off with a quick description of your character and kind of what's going through your heads as you're kind of headed into this dark wood, towards this kind of cursed area that this old man claims this is. So Grim, if you want a robot voice,
I heard robot voice too.
Robot voice. Oh no.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yes. So as Grim is walking down the road with his companions, he is needling at the dirt and looking at the rocks because he is an old exiled miner turned mercenary / adventurer.
Nice.
And so he's just sort of keeping a lookout here on the road.
Awesome.
Axe
Okay.
at the ready along with his shield covered in spikes.
Nice. All right, Dave. What is Gaithus up to?
He is a captain of the guard. That is, he represents him that's no longer in power. So he is out adventuring on his own now, and he has seen many situations like that. So he is on guard, waiting for some kind of ambush. Just at attention.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, Gary. What's Scown up to?
Scown is a very big, quiet man, and he kind of keeps to himself in the back, keeping an eye on everything with his giant maul in hand, ready to go.
Awesome. Yeah, switch you guys up then. And all right, David. What's Budlow up to?
Oh, Budlow is just keeping an eye out. He's a very cheery hobbity fellow, a holy man in his hometown and former mayor. He's always up for adventure, and he's always in good spirits, and he's always ready to lend a healing hand.
Nice. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and get these dice warmed up. And if everybody would go ahead and give me a D20 with your Dex modifier, we'll kind of get an initiative going here, and just kind of see who's going to lead us off tonight.
Not I.
Ooh,
Maybe
not
me.
I as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome. So it looks like Gary looks like Scown is going to take it.
Oh my gosh.
There in the back. And so as you guys are all kind of walking along quietly, you're almost surprised by how still this kind of forested area is, how unusually quiet, and indeed it almost feels as though the temperature is dropping, and that it I don't know, it's almost unusually quiet until the point that you hear Scown, you hear a branch break, and as you kind of look over, you see what looks to be maybe like a large shape kind of lumbering through the trees here, and indeed this looks like a very large, powerful animal. So what's Scown going to do in response to that?
I'm going to move up. I'm not sure how far I can move with that and still possibly have an action.
Yeah, probably there, maybe a little bit further. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe just a smidge more. Yep. That's
I'll move
probably
up here so I can get an eyesight of what I'm looking at and ready my mouth or my maul.
Awesome. So you're just going to kind of hold there. It's like a big bulwark in the middle of the path.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So just remember you're kind of holding your action there.
Mm-hmm.
And what's Budlow going to do?
Oh, Budlow, it's his turn already. He's gonna position himself up. I can't control my token.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Rebellion.
How about that?
Yes.
Right now. You good?
Yeah, I'm gonna single nanner it on up behind Scown and take a peek. Do I see this monstrosity?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
you probably heard the branch break under its bulk, and you can hear it kind of shifting through the trees there, and it is a monster.
I call out to my fellows. I say, I think we have a bear here.
Awesome. And Budlow, why don't you give me a wisdom check?
Okay. All right. I got a nice little wisdom check for you right here.
Okay.
6.
Awesome.
Everything is fine.
It's going to be that kind of night, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beaver.
It's all fine.
Yeah. So sure enough, as this thing kind of comes lumbering out into the path, indeed, it is bigger than you thought. And this does not look like a natural bear. In fact, it almost appears to you as if maybe there's some sort of like bluish light kind of leaking out of its eyes. And as it kind of strides out into the middle of the path, you know how bears kind of like rear up. It kind of does one of these like kind of rearing up kind of motion in a path. The other thing that happens here on the DM's turn is it seems like this fog like continues to kind of like drift further into the area, and it's almost
moving different directions. This isn't good.
It's almost as if you can feel the temperature drop yet another couple of degrees as you can now kind of see your breath here in the north, and that's going to bring us around to Grim. So what is Grim going to do?
That ain't no bear. And Grim is going to run forward and piss it off with its spear. Try and stab it.
Oh my! just that fast. All right. Awesome.
So,
all right.
So diplomacy is out.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Dwarf,
I don't
roll
know.
up.
Do any of my companions speak better?
I am a hill folk.
I guess maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Alex just dropped.
Uh-oh.
We lost
Oh
the
no,
DM.
that's
okay.
a bad thing.
Now we play without the DM.
That's cool. I'm going to roll my die anyway and stab it.
All right.
All right. Welcome back, Alex.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm going to do an attack roll.
Yep. Do it. Roll it up, Dwarf.
Yep. So I'm swinging wildly at this thing.
Yeah. So
What the hell is it?
It's as you try to stab it, Grim, like it just bats your measly little effort aside with one of those massive paws, and you were just in awe of the raw power of this thing, and that's going to bring us to Gaithus.
Do I have enough movement to get up next to him as well?
Yeah, I think you can make it there.
Okay, all right. I will take a swing at him as well.
Nice.
Hey. Give me a sec here to roll it.
Yep, absolutely. Nice.
Nice. I say, go back to whence you came, you magical beast.
Oh, nice. So, what are you doing to the bear?
Hitting him with my axe.
Oh, nice. So you're taking a big swipe with your axe.
A nice swipe, yep.
That's
Yeah,
a proper
awesome.
weapon
So-
that is.
Yeah, so your axe definitely connects, like in this thing's like flesh just parts for your axe. So go ahead and give me some weapon effort on that.
Okay. Oh, boom.
Oh, maximum.
Deadly blade.
Oh, awesome. So this thing kind of like it kind of rears back as it takes this kind of awesome chop from your axe, and that's fantastic that you're on the board. That was killer damage. Wow, maximum. And so
That's the way to start.
yeah, it is for sure. This thing almost even takes a step back as it kind of reappraises, like, oh, like this is a bigger threat than I thought. And all right, Scown, you're up.
I will follow suit, swing around this way, and hit him upside of the head.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you have a big
I've got a big old weapon.
nice.
What am I rolling here? So I'm rolling that. Plus that.
Yep.
Equals that.
Oh, mod 20.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh,
So the-
I
so
got
the
my hopes
big
up
hit-
there for a second.
So the big hill man also connects.
5.
Oh, but you have a bonus on that too.
I have a
right?
bonus. I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, I've got a I actually have a +5 to my weapon.
Whoa!
Nice. So
Whoa.
that's
Damn.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got the weapon kit and the weapon gem.
Dude, that's
Nice.
badass.
Jeez.
Yeah, so the hill folk, man, he just like crushes into this thing. Yeah, and again, it kind of staggers and roars at your mighty blow, Scown. That's fantastic. All right, Budlow.
I load my. Okay, that's not the right. I wrote down flail, but what I meant to write down in my thing was a sling. A flail is a handheld thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, no, I meant like
A
a
mace
sling.
on a chain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Okay. Yep.
So,
flail's
so
good.
I load my sling, and as I'm loading it, I'm saying, 3 tanks and a halfling walk into a bar. I fling.
Walk into a bar.
Yeah. And then
A bar.
That's awesome.
An Appalachian bar.
yeah.
A Davy Crockett bar.
Yeah, that's right. And I fling it right between this bear's eyes, or at least I aim for it between its eyes.
And
Nice.
for the hole I just put in the side of its head.
Right. Yes.
Nice.
Nice. So that's a hit. Oh, and suddenly you guys are hot. Nice.
Let's see. My weapon effort could be
Roll high.
this.
Jeez.
Oh no, that's wrong. That's not right. It's a plus.
Dang.
It's D.
You have a
plus
D20 weapon?
That is a very big sling.
That's
That's
me.
a hell
Hey,
when hobbits attack.
you have the flail.
That's me throwing out my macro right there.
Right.
No,
He's
D.
throwing
I'm
the
gonna roll a
flail in the
D6
sling.
for this.
Yeah,
Plus 1.
D6 plus 1.
So 2.
There we go.
Okay. 2. All right. Nice. So, all right. So, yeah, your rock sails true and plinks off this thing's skull, and it kind of does one of those kind of like bear shakes, as it kind of shakes it off, but it's like bleeding from these 2 massive wounds, but it is not quite down yet. And this thing charges back in, probably at the thing that just did it the most damage, which is probably Scown, who looks like it's the biggest threat. And the 2 of you are eye to eye. I mean, you can feel this bear's hot breath on your face as it kind of goes in to kind of claw and maybe kind of disembowel your midsection here.
Okay.
So mod 20.
I just did that to him. That's fair.
I got it. And so it's going to get 1 on this roll, and so 3 damage. So
Awesome.
this bear does 3 damage to your midsection, Scown, as he kind of claws across you. And then he also kind of rears up, and I think Grim, he kind of sees you right there, and he tries to like come down and kind of like pounce down on you.
Yep.
So,
I got like shield like bracing.
Nice. So let's get some contested strength going on this.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So it's got 3 on this roll. So it has a 15 as it kind of tries to slam you into the ground.
Oh, not strength. AC. Oh.
Ooh.
Aw.
Oh,
So only a 5. Yeah. So it kind of has you pinned under the bulk of its weight, and you're also going to take 3 damage from just a force
Jeez.
as it pins you to the ground.
Okay.
Just the sheer weight of it.
Yes, just the sheer weight of it kind of dropping on Grim there, and that's going to bring us back to Grim, and you're under a giant bear.
Right.
Oh man.
Headbutt it.
Yeah. Do something.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually see if I can keep the bear focused on me and kind of make as much noise as I can,
Okay.
charisma wise.
Okay.
So there we go.
you met the room number.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So absolutely. So it's I would imagine, I guess, as you're kind of making this racket, Grim, it's still trying to kind of like paw at you and kind of open you like a tin can. It's trying to trying to get at you some more. Awesome. So it's going to be focused on you, and that brings us to Gythus, who may have an opportunity here.
All right, I think Gythus would step up with his axe and try and decapitate it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, Gythus, I think probably, given your kind of angle and how it's distracted, make this roll easy for you.
Okay.
Nice.
Like, I think that you have kind of an opening here.
Yay.
Sweet.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Oh, gee.
Booyah.
Nice.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
see, if the session starts this good, it's going to get horrible later.
It's just all downhill.
Yeah. Threes, ones, yeah.
All right. Give me the damage on that. Roll well.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
So 4. All right. Awesome. So wow. So you definitely kind of skewer into the side of this thing, and for the first time, this thing almost like seems afraid. Like it yelps in pain, kind of the way a wounded animal. This is not a roar. This is a yelp, as your blade slides through. It is a blade, right?
An axe, yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. As your axe slides through. Unfortunately, you don't completely decapitate it. Blood does spray everywhere, but it's still not quite dead. And that's going to bring us to Scown.
So your axe is in its neck right now?
Yeah, he just put a huge chop on it, for sure.
So I'm going to swing up the other side and try to push that neck through the axe.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Okay, take a hero coin for that.
Nice.
I don't know how to do that on here, but I'll just remember.
Just remember you got one. You can cash it in.
I got one. All right.
All right.
That is not a good roll.
Oh, no. So maybe because its fur is slick with blood, like your hands kind of slip, and you can't quite get the purchase, that you want. Okay, Budlow.
All right. So how bad is this bear looking? Real bad?
Yeah, for you, Dave, it might have 7 hit points left.
Okay. Well, with my D20 sling,
I mean, it's really bad.
All right. I'm going to. I'm tiny. I'm a small person. So I'm really quite afraid of this thing. To be perfectly honest.
Yep.
I'm going to just reposition a little bit here, and take another shot, and loose a stone at it with my sling.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Ow!
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, you can see it kind of has these ridge kind of spikes on its back, and your stone kind of skips off of one of those, and doesn't even really hurt it.
What the hell kind of bear is this?
Yeah. So back on the DM's turn, this strange kind of fog or mist kind of keeps kind of rolling in, and as the edge of it kind of reaches you there, Budlow, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is like freezing cold. Like you're like that. That mist is like crazy cold, and you're like, I don't even know if I want to go near that. As you start to sense it kind of moving in around you. And then the bear, with its attention fully set on Grim, it's going to attempt to take 2 swipes at you, Grim.
2.
Excellent.
Yep. Is it because it has you pinned? It's just going to try to maul you right here.
Perfect.
So there's a 10 and a 9.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So that would deal 6 damage to it from spikes.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome.
God.
Okay. So as it tries to like kind of maul into you, it's just getting slashed up as you're kind of thrashing about, deflecting its blows on the bottom. And it almost looks like this bear could collapse at any minute. And Grim, that's going to bring us back to you, pinned underneath this thing.
Oh man! And that, folks, is how you play a Battle Rager in Icy RPG.
Assume the fetal position in guard.
That's right, and cover yourself in spikes. Just take it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that as I've got him here, like he's pinning me, right?
Yes.
I have a crossbow on me, right? And I'm just gonna wheedle it out and try and shoot it into him at like point blank range.
Ooh. Okay. So let's make this a hard roll, since it's really kind of pressing you down there. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah.
So you're kind of trying to jam it in there, but pull this bolt off. So I'll give you a bonus on the damage, but it's going to be a hard roll.
Hard roll. Okay.
14. Oh.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, not quite. So, man, you just don't have room to maneuver a full crossbow under this thing, and your shot sails wide.
That's reasonable.
And, yep, Gythus, you're up.
All right, Gythus would grab his axe. He's got the shield in the one hand, but he'll grab it two-handed and just come up and just try and finish the job he started.
Oh, the coup de grace. Okay.
All right.
Nice. Do it up.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, man, you are hot.
You
that is
are
awesome. All right.
rolling hot.
All right.
What
see what we
dice
get.
mod are you using?
Nothing.
No.
All right, give me the effort.
Oh, boom.
8. That's
Jeez.
huge. Okay, so as your axe connects home, and this is absolutely a killing blow. This would absolutely sever its head and send it kind of flying off. And so, Grim, you probably have the best view of this thing's kind of like of this thing's eyes that are kind of leaking this blue light or whatever. And so you see its eyes go dim, like this blue light winks out of existence as Gythus's swing connects true, and then all of a sudden, this bear winks out of existence, and it's like it wasn't even there. And Gythus, you have this minute where you're kind of even off balance for a second, as suddenly the resistance of your axe through its neck kind of gives, and there's literally nothing there.
Nice.
And that is going to bring us to Scown.
I will spin around and double check my area. Do I notice the clouds moving in?
Yeah, give me so let's do a 50-50 on this. Roll a d6, just a straight d6 on a 1 to 3. That's bad. 4, 5, and 6 is good.
Woo!
Yeah, nice. So as you're kind of spinning around, you have this minute where you're just like, hey, wait a minute, there's this really thick kind of fog or mist, and it's really kind of enveloping us, and this doesn't look good. You can probably also feel that the temperature has dropped several degrees as well.
Okay. But yet it's not coming from the upper part of the map?
Correct.
So I'll start back in this way, and I'll point to the other guys and point out the clouds just quietly.
Yeah,
Grim
will agree that we need to bolt in that direction too.
You're going to do it quietly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Killer. Okay. Budlow.
All right, I trundle on over to Grim, and as I help him to his feet, I cast Healing Touch upon him, which would be a whiz check.
Nice.
That's a 16.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dude, that messes with me. I keep seeing a 20. I'm like, holy crap, a natural 20.
Yeah,
It'll be
I
green.
know, it's a mod 20. And then magical effort, a heal with magical effort.
Yep.
So 4.
Nice.
Nice.
And I say to him, get on your feet, dwarf. I think we need to get out of here as soon as possible. This fog, it's not regular fog. It's cold.
It's not.
It's not regular fog. It's cold fog.
Silent Hill.
Awesome. Yeah. So is it the case that that all of you are going to kind of press on to the north there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So let me just kind of get your tokens into position here.
That is a heck of a stein there, David. Nice. That's cool.
All right. So as you guys make your way over to this map, you're going to be at the bottom of the map. And so the first thing that you guys notice is that as you kind of make your way through the trees, as the trees kind of part there, you're on kind of this weird kind of path coming off the main path through the forest there. It doesn't look like that anyone, just based on the overgrowth, like ever takes this path. But surprisingly, it kind of opens up into this kind of clearing or this veil. Almost even, you might say, maybe like some sort of forgotten veil, at the end of which is kind of this large kind of structure that looks like some sort of mausoleum or other kind of large stone building. And at the center of the veil is kind of this weird statue, and it is holding almost like a bowl in its hands, but inside is like this weird kind of blue flame that's flickering along with this blue flame over at kind of the entrance to the clearing there. And the clearing is ringed with all these kind of gravestones, and this is a very kind of solemn, quiet place. And that's going to bring us up to Grim. And what's Grim going to do?
Grim is going to move. He's going to take point as quietly as he can.
Okay.
And he's going to kind of move up and sort of closely examine the masonry on these stones to see if there's anything he can discern about the situation.
Ah, fantastic.
Nice.
Give me an enter whiz roll, and because you're a dwarf, make it an easy one.
Obviously, this was developed by the Shawnee clan of the 13th age of the 6th century. He's just making shit up because he has no idea.
Yeah. So Grim, what you can discern is that the rocks and the masonry here are something from another age. It looks like these stones are ancient. I mean ancient, and as a consequence, completely defy any of your repository of dwarf knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Gythus.
I think he would walk up. Maybe he'll come up next to Grim, kind of check out this gravestone and see if he can make anything out, any text, or to see who this might have been.
Yeah, killer.
Or what age, or...
Yeah, awesome.
All right. Would that be a wisdom, then?
Yep, enter whiz, whichever
Okay.
works better for you.
All right.
Yeah, because the way I tend to think of it is, int is kind of like you just know it. It's in your data bank, and wisdom is just kind of like, oh, you could kind of piece it or intuit together. So either way.
So, okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, 11. Okay, so this is definitely the language that's carved into this tombstone is definitely the language here of the North, of the Northmen. You suspect that maybe this is some sort of like a grave place, a sacred grave place for a barbarian tribe, or something of that sort. That would typically, have a warlord or a chieftain or something like that at its head. And these looks like the way these are ringed. These look like these are the graves of maybe his honored kind of group of warriors here. That being said, this is an ancient text, and in terms of deciphering it completely, you're really unsure. But it's something that maybe you all haven't seen in forever. The world hasn't seen in forever. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Awesome turn. Take a hero coin for that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. And by the way, guys, you could cash those in at any time to re-roll a failed roll or to add a d12 to your damage.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Or effort.
Okay.
So, all right. So that brings us to Scowl.
I'll make my way up here, and I'm gonna look at the flame and see if it's the same color as what was in the bear's eyes.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you don't need to roll to figure that out. And indeed, it does look like it's the same kind of almost unearthly or odd blue flame or blue light.
I'll point at the flame and I'll look down at the dwarf and I'll say, "Bear eyes."
Nice. Always well spoken, Hillman.
Awesome.
Great round. All right, Budlow.
All right, I'm gonna make my way up to the group, and I'll address each of them. Are any of you in need of healing as we try to decipher this ghoulish place?
I think I'm only down 3. Can I just do a roll for myself and heal myself?
On your turn.
On my turn.
But I mean, I
If
have.
you would like to.
I very much would. So I go ahead and cast Healing Touch.
Nice.
Let's see. It's whiz check. Yes.
Nice.
Magical effort of healing. So for 2.
Nice.
Okay.
And please be careful. I don't want spellburn on this, and I know you were about to get hurt by messing around with that chest up ahead.
Dave. David, meta as always. Okay. So on my turn, as you guys were there, the that fog or that mist that was closing in, kind of in the out on the road, it seems to have started to trickle, almost kind of roiling or kind of rolling in your direction, and that's going to bring us back to Grim.
Oh, I don't like the looks of this, lads. I don't.
That fog is coming back.
I think we need to press forward. And then Grim is totally gonna casually pick at this chest that's not
Line
a
for the chest.
Nice. Okay.
That's awesome.
So are you opening that chest, Grim?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna get acid dripped on their face. It should probably be the dwarf.
Yeah. Okay. So
Builds character.
Right.
yeah. So that chest, it looks actually, for as old as this veil is, it doesn't make sense. That chest is actually in really good shape, and it opens easily at your touch. Inside, Grim, take a milestone, an instant milestone.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And whatever that is for you, and I want you to go ahead and take it and add it to your character. Whatever that is for you, it is the object of your desires. It is I've always wanted one of these, and there it is, right there at your feet.
Oh man, that's not creepy.
That's
Curse loot
Okay.
milestone.
And so is it the case? Are you going to take it? The item?
Yeah, it's this. It's crazy. It's like this. Man, it's unbelievable. It's like these guardian boots that I've always dreamt of that'll help me magically absorb damage from an ally.
Nice. So as that happens, as you grab those and you're like, whoa, I even think these fit. And I imagine as a dwarf, you're probably hopping around on one leg trying to put them on,
Yeah.
As that happens, these flames instantly wink out.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Put him back.
But
There's like a and they're snuffed out, and that's going to bring us to Gythus.
oh. All right, group. Let's keep moving forward. I would say, and I would come up. I check out this statue and see if I can discern anything.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Same roll as last time.
Yeah, so I'll tell you. So you don't need to enter Wiz to know to know at least this much, and then I'll see if you want to look even deeper. But
Okay.
you don't need to enter Wiz to know that this looks like some sort of robed figure. It is carved, or maybe of the same design as you would expect for kind of these Northmen. Some sort of shamanistic type carving or statue, something that would be important to a chieftain or a warlord. That's the type of effigy that you see. Unfortunately, the statue, in terms of any fine detail, male or female, you can't tell. It's just too eroded because of the ages of time. So it is kind of just what you see there, like this robed kind of figure holding a bowl. Did you want to look any deeper than that, or are you good?
Sure, I'll try.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
It's hot.
Yeah, you're on fire tonight.
Fire.
Of course, that's what everybody say. I was on fire until.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was all going very well.
So you really can't discern too much more than that, other than you are for certain. You have just confirmed, indeed, like yes, okay, this would have been someone like a carving of somebody who is very important to the warlord or the chieftain, or maybe even what one of these Northmen kind of believed maybe was a deity or something like that. And you're not so certain, but with that flame winking out, that maybe it had some sort of magic surrounding this statue. But whatever that is, it now no longer seems to be attached to the statue. But it was definitely a statue of reverence of some sort. Okay. And that brings us to Scown.
I've still got my eye on this fog coming up behind us, so I'm going to walk slowly back and just kind of keep ready, just in case something comes darting out of that fog. Healer, move.
Nice. Awesome. Okay. Killer. All right. Budlow.
Yeah, I'm definitely not liking the fog either, and I follow suit with Scown. But I really have some words with Goldpick. I'm like, I knew you were going to do it, and I didn't think you should have done it. You should take those boots off right now. You should put them back in the box, and let's move on down to the mausoleum. The fog's coming. Take those boots off.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Bloody hell, priest. You never could rest easy.
It's sinful.
Tell you what, I'll try and relight these fancy lights with my lamp. It's like an old rusty mining lamp that he's trying to
That's killer. All right, David, take a hero coin for that.
All right.
That's awesome. Okay, great. So, on the DM's turn here, you guys all, and if Roll20's music server was working, the tone of the music would suddenly change to kind of an intense tone here. You guys all hear what seems like the sound of kind of shifting damp earth, and almost like kind of like a breaking sound or a moving sound of damp soil. And
bloody hell.
As
Oh damn! Put the boots back.
We got shamblers.
as you guys kind of look around, you see the earth being parted in front of all these gravestones, and it looks like there's some sort of like, almost like shambling, like old warriors who are like breaking their way up through the surface of the ground here, and to make matters worse, the fog seems to be closing in, and it looks like there's even some moving in from the north as well, as it appears this kind of forgotten vale is being encircled in fog, and that's going to bring us back to Grim, appropriately named at this moment.
Do you see that? You see that, priest? I put those shiny boots back, and we'll still have to fight all these damn things. I just know it.
Nice.
I think we need to fortify a position here. Everybody climb up on that damn statue.
We're gonna totem pole this shit.
Right.
What
Scout,
about the
go to the
mausoleum?
bottom.
No,
Put 'em at the top.
maybe not the totem pole. Maybe the mausoleum is better.
The mausoleum? Oh, fine. But I'm telling you, we should have climbed the statue. And he's gonna kind of make like a whole bunch of racket, and basically he's kind of moving up to he's gonna, you know what, he's gonna move over here, right? Like he's trying to cover his companions, and so he's putting himself forward to sort of attract the attention of all the shamblers.
Oh god.
Oh, wow. So
I'll give you a player coin for that.
Yeah. Take a hero coin for that if you don't already have one.
Okay, cool.
Holy crap. Okay.
And I've declared that I'm using my boots to protect right foot, because I think the milestone implies that you have to designate somebody ahead of time.
Yeah, got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So you're protecting the small folk.
Yeah. So if he takes damage, I'll take it instead.
Okay. Awesome. All right.
Cool.
Epic turn. Yeah, definitely take a hero coin for that, and that's going to bring up Gythus. Where's Gythus's frame of mind as he sees all these shamblers kind of making their way out of the soil and closing in on the party?
Although he's been around, I don't think he's seen anything quite like this. So he's a little in shock, but his training kicks in, and I think he'll kind of come over this way to kind of protect the team if they come up the left side, and said, "Come on, get to the mausoleum, quit playing around."
Oh, you're going to hold the flank.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think you already have a hero coin, but definitely take one if you don't, because that's killer. And that's going to bring us to Scown.
Scout is gonna go right over here and bash this gentleman.
Oh. Okay.
As soon as I can remember how to roll. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, 14's a hit.
All right. So yeah, he just comes up and just, "Ugh, get out of my way."
Nice. Oh, roll high.
How do I change this? There we go. That, and then that gets turned to that, and I roll that.
Oh, crap. Yeah, so you instantly decapitate this thing.
Awesome. These are just like bones, right?
They're still kind of fleshy, so these look like, yeah, and you have a really good view.
Nice. They're still moist.
These look like, so these look like old warriors, and right. Their armor is rusted and kind of dragging. Yeah, the leather straps are rotten. Their clothes are kind of rotten in places. You can see bones and some flesh falling off in places, but they're kind of crazily preserved in a weird way, even though they're definitely undead. But you lop that one's head off, and it goes rolling across the grass.
Awesome.
as a giant hill man connects, killer. All right, Budlow, you've got kind of a straight shot to the mausoleum.
Well, I didn't get this old by fighting hordes of undead. So as I'm gonna pad on up on my furry feet, and as I run past Scown, who is a known traveler of mine now, fellow traveler, I'm just gonna say quietly to him, because he doesn't like flattery, and I'm just gonna say, "You never cease to amaze me, Scown," and then nice. My double nanner leaves me here or so.
Yeah, nice. Okay, awesome. All right, so on the DM's turn, I think what happens is these shamblers come in at you, Grim. I don't know if that fourth one can make it, but I think three of them are definitely going to take swipes at you with kind of their rusty, crude weapons.
Bring it on.
Oh, so one's a... one's a critical!
One explodes. Two critical misses. I just ram themselves straight onto my shield spikes.
Yeah, they just run into your shield and die.
Well, that second D20 was to confirm the blunder.
Oh.
So that is a natural blunder on this first one here, and I think I'm going to give you an attack there. So go ahead and roll some damage. Like, I'm just going to say it connects. So go ahead and roll some damage, Grim, on that guy.
Well, sweet.
He lumbers in a little too slow and leaves a wide opening.
Yeah, that's a wide opening.
Do you have a bonus on that?
No, I don't really have any weapons bonuses.
Okay.
Other than the shield spikes, I guess. So
you just are walking armor.
Yeah. So that one is nearly dead. Yeah, that one's nearly dead as you get in an extra attack of opportunity there because of its blunder. And so the other two, a 17 and a 9. Do either of those hit?
Nope.
That's a no.
I'm a beast.
Damn.
Okay.
What is your armor?
20.
Holy
wow.
hell.
That's killer. Okay.
I know. Built for damage taking.
Yeah. So that one misses for sure. This one kind of lumbers in and makes an attack at you, Scown. So let's see. So 17, does that hit?
Yeah, that hits me.
Okay, so 4 damage.
Ow.
As this thing kind of lunges at you with kind of a rusty kind of sword and kind of parts your armor there.
Tetanus.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I think that one is going to get an attack on you, Gythus. This one over here. So 14. Is that a hit?
No.
Okay. So you definitely parried it aside with your axe as it tries to come in. And Budlow, I think this one's going to make an attack on you. So 12. Does that hit?
Does not hit.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
So that one kind of misses, and these other ones all close in on the group. Oh man, that's brutal. They all kind of shamble forward. The other thing that happens is the fog builds.
Oh god. I forgot about the fog.
Yeah, the fog.
This is kind of like a timer, isn't it?
The fog. Yeah, it's kind of a built-in timer.
I like that.
The fog kind of moves, and again, you can, as it approaches, you guys can start to feel it getting colder again, and that's going to bring us back to Grim.
All right. Well, Grim is just is blocking the path here just so that his allies can escape. So he's not going to engage further. He's going to pull back towards the mausoleum.
Okay. Nice.
Probably kind of putting himself in the way over here so he can kind of continue to take some of the brunting to give Gythus and everyone else. Actually, no, I'm going to double banana up over this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to double banana where? Oh, up there.
Yeah, it's kind of to kind of help. Again, to cover.
Oh,
the point
God.
is covering everybody. So he's yelling the whole time, like, "Come on, lads, move your asses!"
Yeah. So Budlow, you had this moment where suddenly you're by yourself, surrounded by these shamblers moving in, and suddenly, as you blink, suddenly there's Grim right next to you, like stepping in front of him. Killer.
I'm
Okay.
like, ugh.
Right. All right, Gythus.
All right, can I make it up to this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I will do that. And I will yell, "I'm coming, I'm coming." And I will take a swipe at that guy.
Nice. Yeah, do it up. Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm gonna get jinxed so bad.
The trend continues.
Oh,
Wait
jeez.
for the boss
Oh,
fight.
Max
Oh,
damage.
Jeez.
Nice. Okay. I think. Oh man. So that one is crazy hurt. Like basically, its head is like kind of lolling off to the side as you hack into it. It hasn't quite gone down yet, but oh man, is that close? That was almost a killing blow. Killer. Scown.
All right. Does it? Is there any like attack of opportunity if I disengage?
Nope. Yep. No.
Alright.
In Icy RPG, you can freely move.
Then I am gonna run and leap and bring my hammer or my maul down on this gentleman right here.
Nice. Awesome. Roll it up.
Oops. Ooh,
Nice.
really?
Yeah, it hits. Awesome.
I will take that. And he will take that.
Oh! So again, the giant hillman strikes true, and
Holy
that one's head gets tomahawked off with your giant maul. Holy smokes!
Do it again, big man. I love it.
And then I turn back and ready for these guys down here.
Nice. Okay, Budlow.
I have a long mace. Is anyone a medieval weapon specialist and would know what a mace, like a stick that has spiked ends, but it's a bit of a longer stick would be called?
That's kind of a maul.
A maul, okay, but like
Yeah.
the spikes are not very substantial,
Well, I think a maul is typically like a giant hammer.
right?
There's a
I've
morning
got a
there's a
giant
morning
bat.
star and a flail, and a morning star is like a spiked ball on a stick, and the flail is any spiked ball set on chains.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a morning star with like a smaller sort of head of spikes, but a longer stick. And I what I do is I take an upward swing at the lolling chin of this creature,
Nice.
just to kind of get the head knocked right off.
Get off the healer.
At least I attempt to do so.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. As we
For
say,
4.
just don't miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That completes the job on that
Yeah.
one.
So as its jaw and as its basically its head assembly comes flying off, I call out to Scown, "Impressive once again, but let's move on indoors." And I make my way to the door of the mausoleum.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so gang, is everybody good with a quick 5-minute break here?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's take a quick TV timeout as Budlow makes it right there. We'll take a quick
Awesome.
bio break.
All right.
And we'll be back in 5. Just remember, it's the DM's turn when we come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Oh man, this is getting tense.
This is nice.
This is getting tense. You guys are on fire too, which helps.